What up, it's your boy SimDCsReviews. I'm back in with yet another video. Today's video is going to be that Pokemon Go video that I've been talking about making for so long. And I apologize because it's so low, but that is so low that I'm speaking so low, but people are asleep. It's about 3 o'clock in the morning. Just came back from the gym. So I wanted to get this video up. And actually, believe it or not, I actually already made this video and it's already on YouTube. The problem is I don't feel like that was the best video I could have made. So I'm remaking it now so that I could put this one up instead of the other one. Now, if something goes wrong with this video, because remember, I said to you, and you know who you are, the person who wanted me to make this video, if I don't make this video by the end of the week, which is today, Friday, it's Friday morning around like 3 o'clock. If I make the video by the end of the week, I'll be sending you a gift card or something. Well, I'm making the video. So if something goes wrong with this video and it's not uploaded or something happens, then I'm just going to upload the other one because I already made the other one. If this video is good, I'm going to delete the other one and keep this video. If this video is bad, I'll upload the other one and delete this video. So it is what it is. Regardless of it, I made the video and I made this video for you. But before I even get to the video, let me do two shout outs. Shout out to Afro Kid and King James Neal. Welcome to the SimD'sReviews family. I hope you enjoy my content. I hope you continue to come back and watch more of my content. You have officially 160, I believe 160 brothers and sisters, because you guys are not just subs. You guys are part of the SimD'sReviews family. So, welcome. Hope you come back, hope you stay and watch all my videos. And again, this video is not the type of video I'm going to be doing every week. I'm strictly a Dragon Ball and DC content type guy. This is just a special video for somebody who private messaged me directly and asked me to help them with a problem they had, or asked me to give my input on a certain game, which is Pokemon Go. So before I even get into it any further, let me just refresh you guys about, why I'm doing this video. So I got a private message a while ago from one of you guys, and again, it was a private message, so I won't say any names because they asked me not to. So one of you guys basically said, hey, you know, you have a background in law and you have a background in other things. So you seem like a pretty smart guy. How would you, if you could, fix Pokemon Go? Basically, I played, Pokemon Go with my kids, and I was growing up in the 90s, and I loved Pokemon, but to me, the game is very unfair. So how would you, SimDCsReviews, how would you fix the game? So I took that challenge, and now this is the video that you're getting for it. So I like to break it down in 3 ways. One, raid system. How would I fix that? B, festivals. How do I fix that? And C, miscellaneous, meaning legendary dogs, Pokemon that have certain attributes or do certain things, like evolve a certain way based on the sex of the Pokemon. So basically, I'll just start with the raids because that's what I said first. Raid system and gym system. So raid and gym system. How would I fix that? Simple. I would completely fix the entire thing from the ground up. I would keep the gyms, but the raids will work differently. So, and they work differently specifically for very powerful Pokemon and legendary Pokemon. They work differently. So here's how they would work. When you have a raid with a legendary or very powerful Pokemon, you have to depend on other people. That's not fair. It's not fair to have to depend on other people. And I understand Niantic wants you to be sociable, go out with your friends, catch Pokemon together, etc. But there are people who have anxiety issues. There are people who are not socially active. They don't like being around people, and when they're around people, it physically scares them. They cannot be around people. And not only is that the case for people with social anxiety, but also there are people who are wheelchair bound, who can't just go out and interact with people, who can't be in big crowds because they can't get out of those big crowds, etc. So it's not fair to them. It's not fair to those people in wheelchairs, nor is it fair to people who just can't be around people in a social setting. It's not fair to them. So how would I fix it? Simple. When you go to a gym and you want to do a raid against like a legendary or whatever you're facing. So let's just use Mewtwo, right? So Mewtwo's a legendary Pokemon. When you go to a gym, you click on the gym and you're about to face Mewtwo. Here's how I would fix it. You implement a way of making it single player, multiplayer. So you click on single player raid, and you know how these legendary raid Pokemon would be like 42,000? Their CP would drop from 42,000 to an obtainable level where you can beat them. So let's say 15,000 if you're doing a single player raid. And it would only work for level 3 raids and higher. So obviously, you know, there's a little Pokemon sign that says level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, 5, etc. Right? So it would only work for 3 and higher, right? So you can go in there, you can do a single player raid. There are certain things that come with a single player raid. So here's what would happen. Since Niantic wants the game to be a social game, if you do a single player raid, if you catch whatever the Pokemon you're going after, if you catch it, you're guaranteed to only, at the most, get an 85 perfect IV, an 85 IV of whatever Pokemon you're facing. So that's single player. That's the con of doing a single player raid. That's the con of it. And another con is you only get the lowest amount of stuff for winning the raid. So for example, you know, if you beat a Pokemon in a raid, you get, 5 Ultra Balls, 5 Premier Balls, 5 Golden Raspberries, etc. That's the max you can get is 5. That's the max you can get. Now, since you guys want the game to be social, there are perks to going there with multiple people. Simple. Here's how you do it. If you go there with multiple people, if you click multiplayer raid, you're guaranteed to get at least 7 items, at least. And you're guaranteed to get at least a 90%, or let's say 86 and above. An 86 and above percent IV of whatever Pokemon you're facing. It doesn't matter if it's a legendary. It doesn't matter if it's just a very powerful Tyranitar. It does not matter. You are guaranteed to get a 86 or higher. And depending on the level of difficulty that you face this raid with, it will go higher. So, perfect example is this. If I go into a raid, a multiplayer raid with 20 people, that's the easiest thing. That's the easiest way to beat the Pokemon, right? So 20. So let's say 16 to 20, you're guaranteed to get an 86 to 90% Pokemon. Guaranteed, 100%. You're guaranteed to get 7 items for winning the raid. So that means you'll get 7 Ultra Balls, 7 Golden Raspberries, 7 Revives, etc. You're guaranteed to get an 86 to 90% IV Pokemon and 7 items if you go in there with 20. So 16 to 20, you're guaranteed to get that amount. If you go in there with 10 to 15, you're guaranteed to get a 91 to 95% IV. Guaranteed. 91 to 95. And instead of having 7 items, you now are getting 8. No, not 8. Let's say 10. You're now getting 10 items now. 10 Ultra Balls, 10 Golden Raspberries, 10 Revives, etc. So remember what I'm saying. 91 to 95% if you go in there with less than 16, more than 10. Now, if you go in there with less than 10, but more than 1, so 2 to 10, you are guaranteed to get a 96 to 100% IV of whatever you face. Guaranteed to get it. 100% guaranteed. And you're getting now 15 items, 15 Ultra Balls, 15 Golden Raspberries, 15 of everything. That's how I would work. That's how I would fix the gym system. I fix the gym system like that. Now you have someone who can go in there by themselves if they want to play, and they can catch the Pokemon by themselves, or you have someone who can go in there with multiple people and they can catch the Pokemon. Now the CP won't change if you go in there with multiple people. The CP is going to be 42,000 or 35,000 or whatever. It's going to be high. If you go in there with single player, that's when the CP drops so that it's obtainable. So that's how I fix the raid system. Also, I would make the raids different. So I would have it like this. Every month, a special Pokemon is the raid Pokemon. Now, you can get the Pokemon at your local gyms, or you can go to a sponsored gym, which is what? Sprint, Starbucks, the sponsored places that are sponsoring Pokemon Go. You are guaranteed to be able to face that legendary Pokemon at a certain time, let's say 12 o'clock every day for a month. And then that Pokemon will leave and a new Pokemon will come in. This way, your sponsors are happy, Niantic, and everyone else is happy because they won't miss out on a Pokemon because they had to depend on other people to go there and help catch it. And I know what you guys are thinking. You guys are thinking, well, people just go there every single day and catch the same Pokemon. Wrong. That's not what's going to happen. If you go there the next day and you try to catch the same exact Pokemon you caught the day before, it's going to say, you've already caught Mewtwo. Thanks for playing. The only way you can catch multiple Pokemon is if you go to another Starbucks or another Sprint and you catch it there. That's the only way. But I would have it so that everyone can go. So if I'm an antisocial person and I hate being around people because it physically hurts me to be around people, I can just scroll up to a Sprint, catch my Mewtwo, leave, and get up out of there with no problem. Yeah, it's going to be 85% or less, but at the end of the day, I still caught my Mewtwo, and I'm happy with that. I don't have to depend on anybody to catch that Mewtwo, or any other legendary for that matter. I don't got to depend on that. So that's how I would fix the gym system. Festivals, that's my second thing. Festivals. The way Pokemon Go Fest happened in Chicago, it was a disaster. However, it was a disaster, but it was still good how you guys did it. And this is what I mean. Whenever you guys have a festival, you guys should do it the exact same way. You should make it that there are certain goals that people at the festival do. Once they do those goals, those goals are released to the world. So you guys know how you guys had the goal of all the Mystic players doing one thing or all the Valor players doing another thing, blah, blah, blah. And then you release that legendary bird for whatever team wins. Keep it that way. That's perfect. But when you do that, have it be the same exact thing. So you guys release Lugia and you guys release all these other Pokemon during Pokemon Go Fest, and you had a 100% catch rate. Well, if you have a 100% catch rate, make it so that every excellent goes towards that catch rate. Make the goal something like this. If we get 1,000 excellents overall that catch this Pokemon, then this Pokemon will also have a 100% catch rate for everyone else, as long as their first Pokeball is an excellent and they catch it. You know what I'm saying? So if they throw an excellent, if I'm all the way in, I don't know, let's say Go Fest is in California, the next Go Fest is in California, let's say I'm in Florida, and everyone at Go Fest, there's 1,000 excellents that caught this Pokemon at Go Fest, and that was the goal. So I'm in Florida, and I throw an excellent ball at, I don't know, Celebi, right? I throw an excellent ball at Celebi. If I throw an excellent, it's automatically 100% a catch because they hit the goal of getting 1,000 excellents at Go Fest. You get what I'm saying? That's how I would do that. Because again, that's also not fair. So you're telling me I need to go to Japan to get Mewtwo? Well, what if I can't afford to go to Japan? That stuff is geared towards Pokemon Go YouTubers and Pokemon Go enthusiasts. That Niantic then flies out to Japan or wherever else. That's not fair. The average person can't just up and go to Japan to catch Mewtwo for free. Like, that's crazy. Like, Mewtwo should have been released to everyone else, based on a goal made at that thing. Simple. It's that simple. That's to me, that's outrageous. That people need to spend their money. A random kid who, let's say a 16-year-old kid who has school but loves the game, who's completed his Pokédex, he needs to hop on a flight to Japan so that he could complete the Pokédex completely. Come on, that's nonsense. And I think that's pretty ridiculous that you guys would make certain things exclusive to events that other people can't even do. Like, you can't go to that. People can't just go out there unless Niantic's flying them out or they have the money. There are some Pokemon Go YouTubers that have Patreons that give them thousands and thousands of dollars just so that they could go catch a Pokemon. Like, and I'm not knocking y'all hustle, because that's what you are. Those patrons want to help you guys out. That's what your channel's about. That's good for you. That's exactly what it's supposed to be. But the average person can't do that. So there's that. Now, last but not least, the legendary dogs and miscellaneous. Legendary dogs are in the gyms right now. Nonsense. Take them out of the gyms, put them in the wild. Make their flea rate 100%, meaning you have one ball, one chance to catch them. If you don't catch them, they run away. But have them roaming the world. It's simple. Make it just like the Pokemon games. It's not hard at all. Make it just like the Pokemon games. Meaning, have their catch rate be like, I don't know, 20% or something like that. Have their catch rate be 20%, but their flea rate be 100%. And if you if you don't catch it on your first try, they run away. It's that simple. It's not hard. Why are the legendary dogs in the gyms? That doesn't make any sense. Take them out of the gyms, put them in the wild, and make it so that if you don't catch them your first time, you will 100% see them again, but you probably won't see that same exact one. So make it something like I said, like 20% rate of actually seeing the Pokemon. Make it a 100% flea rate. Simple. That's simple to me. And then miscellaneous things. So for like Gen 3, Gen 4, etc., there are certain Pokemon with certain perks. They have certain traits and attributes. You guys need to implement that in the game. It's not going to make any sense if you don't. Like, for example, I'll give an example. Ralts. Ralts evolves differently based on the sex of Ralts. So if it's a male, it evolves differently than it does as a female. You guys have to implement that. You can't just say, well, Ralts is a female, but it's going to evolve the same way as a male. That's not going to work. There are certain traits and attributes that Pokemon get in Gen 3 from that point forward. You have to implement those things. You can't not implement that stuff. So at the end of the day, these are just small little keys that I think would help fix this game. This is not everything. I still have more stuff in my head that I thought about, but this right here is off the top of the head. This is completely off the top, no writing down or anything like that. If I actually wrote everything down, this would probably be a much longer video. But at the end of the day, this is how I would personally fix Pokemon Go. Let me know down in the comment section below if you guys think what I'm saying is good, if it's a good idea, if you guys will implement these certain things. And I know, again, I'm not really talking to my subs, but I'm sure some of y'all probably play Pokemon Go. Some of my subs play Pokemon Go. I'm sure of that. So let me know how you guys feel down below. Also, if you're not a sub of mine and you watch this video and you think these things are good ideas, let Niantic know. Take the link to this video, tweet it at Niantic, send it to their Facebook page, whatever. Let them hear what I have to say, and maybe they might implement some of these changes. But really, at the end of the day, it's up to you guys. So that's pretty much it. I need you guys to like, favorite, share, comment, subscribe. Again, let me know how you feel down below. And I'm SimDCsReviews, and I'll holler at y'all later.